Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Mirwan, and in this occasion, I would like to talk about my literature review under the topic An Analysis of Slang Terms in the Deadpool movie. So, before we get started, I'm pretty sure that most of us have been heard about slang. So, what is slang actually? Generally, slang is unconventional words or phrases used by a specific group of people in informal conversation. As stated in the study, slang belongs to the vocabulary area and reflects the age of person. Slang is a very informal kind of vocabulary used mostly in speech by people who know each other. So they try to create words or phrases that are not usual in order to express something new or old-fashioned in a new way and used it in everyday conversation. Slang is not only used in daily conversation, but can also used in movies. And in this study, they use a movie called Deadpool, which is one of the most famous movies by teens with slang terms. Deadpool is an American superhero movie that was released in 2016. The film tells the story of a comedic former special forces who obtain superpower after being exposed to a villain experiment. First, history and development of slang. According to a book called Slang Today and Yesterday by Eric Partridge, slang has five phases, which are the 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. In the 16th century, slang appeared for the first time throughout culture and became a strange language, and only a particular group used it. But in the 17th century, slang began to present in popular plays even and put the slang language on the stage for the first time, such as in one of William Shakespeare's poem, The Hick. And for the first time in the 18th century, slang was used by pupils and schoolmates, a key element in the popular conceptualization of slang. In fact, slang has been accepted as part of the English vocabulary of this century. And then, slang developed in the 19th century, and it could be seen that the Academy created the first ever slang dictionary. Lastly, in the 20th century, slang was part of spoken language used by ordinary people, and slang was used in daily conversation because it was easier to talk. Second, types of slang. In the study, the researcher used the theory of Allen and Burridge in identifying the types of slang and classifying its function. In the Allen and Burridge theory, they divide them into five categories, which are fresh and creative, pleasant, imitative, acronym, and clipping. The first category is fresh and creative. This type indicates that the slang word has different vocabulary to describe something in casual setting. For example, the term mom is used to refer to a woman, especially the elderly. The second is pleasant. This form indicates that the slang is formed by two or more terms in which the term written does not refer to the denotative meaning. For example, the sentence break a leg, which implies good luck. The third is imitative. It means that the slang word derived from the standard English words. Using the standard English words in different meaning or combining two different words. The example is gonna, the word gonna. This is the slang word derived from the phrase words going to. And the fourth is acronym. It is constructed by the result of the word formed by the first letter of each word in a phrase or made by initial from a group of words or syllables and pronounce them as a new word. The example is NATO, which is the acronym of North Atlantic Treaty Organization. And the last is clipping. This type means that slang word is made by deleting some parts of longer word become a shorter form in the same meaning. The example is the word till that derives from until. And next is about function of slang. According to Scott Enquiring in 2007, the use of slang in everyday speech does not present a problem, provides accurate information, and may indicate that they are members of a group. This means that slang is not going to cause serious problems. Even slang can be a differentiator between social groups. People tend to simplify the language they use, especially in casual conversation, where they can use slang because it is easier and more practical. By using slang, people show solidarity with their friends or relatives in order to minimize differences. And the next is about the method. The researcher design used in this study is a descriptive study with qualitative approach, while the method that was used to collect the data in the study was through documentation. In terms of this, according to Sugiono in 2012, documentation can be in the form of picture, film, artwork, and others. In relation to this, a film entitled Deadpool became the documentation that was analyzed related to the use of slang terms in that movie. And next, about the result. The researcher found that from the Deadpool movie script, the researcher found 45 slang words. In the study, the researcher identified all 5 types of slang used in the Deadpool movie. And the common type of slang used in this movie is plifan. In this study, the researcher found there are slangs that categorize as fresh and creative. The example is the word friggin', douchey, and darn. These slangs are categorized in the same types but have different functions. The function of the word friggin' is to express impression. The function of the word douchey is to humiliate, and the function of the word darn is to initiate relaxed conversation. Furthermore, there are slangs that classified in the different types but they have the same functions. For example, the word gotta from the imitative types, the word FYI from the acronym types, and the word amo from the clipping types. The function of those slangs words are to form intimate atmosphere. And then there are slang words like lame ass and goody two shoes that are categorized as pliffan. These slangs are categorized in the same types and have the same functions, which is to humiliate. And there are 5 types of slang words used in the Deadpool movie. Yeah, they are fresh, creative. Oh no, I'm sorry. They are fresh and creative, pliffan, imitative, acronym, and clipping. And the imitative dominated the type of slang words used in the Deadpool movie. Meanwhile, based on the analysis of the function of slang words in the Deadpool movie, the researcher discovered 7 functions of slang words in this movie. Those are to address, to humiliate, to initiate relaxed conversation, to intimate atmosphere, to express impression, and to reveal anger, and then to show intimacy. And the function of slang words which have the highest frequency is to humiliate. Okay, I think that's all from me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.